what I have heard was that a lot of people made a petition against the supervisor. So I don't know if the supervisor is still there or not, but I hope she's not, because the way how she treated me and the way that a lot of the employers had the same story that I had, I wouldn't be surprised she wouldn't be there no more. But then at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised that the company say, you know what, even though the employers say, I mean the employees, I'm sorry, even though the employees saying these things about you, we still don't have no proof because we have not been there to witness these actions. So another place I worked at was an inventory company. It's called this particular inventory company decided to hire me as an associate. Okay. Um, I was following rules and regulations. You know, I was following rules and regulations and didn't give the managers no trouble. Hardly. I might gave them some trouble the first week because I didn't understand, but as time went on, I really didn't give the managers any problems. What happened with this one is that I completely agree with them. I was working, and basically the job description is that you count the merchandise in the store. And you tag it, you write the number, the crate number, stuff like that. And you have to be fast with it, though. You can't be too slow with it. Because if you be too slow with it, of course, you're going to be in a position that you might get fired. Right? You go to different places. The best part about that particular company is you get to go to different places. You're not in the same place every night. You know, according to how well you do, they put you, or they think that you can easily work with the team. But you still can't be, you still have to be fast enough, you know. So, alright, everything, you know, everything is everything. Everything is working lovely. First month, well, first few days, everything, first few days, of course, when you know that you're doing a new job, of course, you're going to be nervous. Of course, you're not going to get it. Of course, you're not going to be perfect. But as the time progressed, I was up and down. I was good on some, and I was not good on some. So, around this particular, the last day I remember doing, I think I was in South Carolina. I don't remember what part though. And it was after that. My manager calls me and he's like, "Hey, Imani, how you doing? You remember the agreement and the deal that you made? You know, been looking at your scores. You know, been looking at your performance, and the work is high demanding." I already knew where he was gonna go with it, but you know, I let him talk anyway. He was like, the work is high demanding. You know, your score did not qualify you to continue. After adding, you know, all the performance scores, they did not. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow. You know, I was upset at first. But I wasn't upset at him. I was upset at me. Because I was like, really? Like, I'm thinking I did good. You know. And, you know, the feeling when you didn't do so good, it's like, you're like, bruh. You're like, really, bruh? And he's like, you know, maybe the work is too high demanding for you. You know. And I should have had called him and said, well, okay, I might not do good as an associate, but can I work the phones? You know how, because see, part of the job is You know, you meet at the location that you're supposed to be at a certain time. And I noticed that people do not pick up, they don't have a phone assistant. You know, I should have said, like, yo, I got experience being a phone assistant. You know, maybe I could be like a receptionist. And I could take y'all to whoever y'all need to talk to. But I wasn't thinking at the time. And of course, so I got fired from there too. So, I applied to Bojangles more than one occasion. They said no. Recently, Red Lobster said no. A couple of Target said no. So, but I'm not giving up yet. Because I do feel, I feel like if I could get if I had got one part-time job, I think both of them were part-time. If I could get 2 part-time jobs last year, I'm pretty sure I can get a part-time job or a full-time job this year. So I have not given up yet. That's the best thing about it. But in the meantime, I'm doing YouTube, and I'm also doing the IA T-channel. I also work for TLC, so in the meantime, you two are keeping me busy in the meantime till I find me a full or part-time job. Now, I don't want you to think that, you know, so, oh, you just doing YouTube so you can make the money. I mean, let's face it, just about everybody that's on YouTube is doing it for money. But there are other reasons as well that I made my YouTube. I made my YouTube after I graduated high school. Like 3 years after I graduated high school. Alright? And friends was coming and going. You know, people that I actually knew. You know, they were claiming that they were my friends, but they really wasn't, you know, my friends. And I felt like I wanted to meet new people. I wanted to build relationships, you know. So it's not just because of the fact that I could possibly make money off of this. It's also because I want to build relationships with other people. So that's another reason why I did it. In 2007, I was doing dancing videos. Because that's what everybody knew me for. Anybody that went to school with me, excuse me, anybody that went to school with me, they knew me because I dance. And of course, just like pretty much anybody, you know, when you start seeing dislikes, you know, you're like, bruh, maybe this is not the profession for me. Maybe I need to go do something else for YouTube, you know. And then probably about 2007, 2008, I started making freestyles because I made a MySpace page, which is probably still activated, I don't know. But I made a MySpace music page, and I had all my freestyles on there. I had different covers, I did different covers, different beats. And I was enjoying it for a while. Then that came with pressure. And because when you get to a certain level, or when you get to a level that people know you from freestyling, it's like, can you do a freestyle better than your other freestyles? And, you know, I was feeling the pressure, and then the person that put me onto freestyling, you know, we was in and out talking, and I had a manager, and the manager was not really my manager at all, because I found out that the manager didn't do what they're supposed to do as a manager, and I just stopped freestyling altogether. And then, of course, dislikes as well. Then, of course, recently, in 2014, sometime in 2014, I said, you know what, I started watching vlogs. You know, people doing vlogs. You know, the Mystic. I think his name is The Mystic or Mystic. He was on V Lives, and then Latoya Forever, she was on V Lives, and I thought they was on V Lives, and um, they were so natural doing V Lives. I was like, well, let me do it, you know, because I never seen a person did a V Live that has my condition, you know. Latoya Forever, she has tinnitus, I believe because she said it in her video, and I have the opposite of that. So the purpose of me wanting to do a vlog was I wanted to do it from perspective from a person that has a bipolar and all of that. So yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna see y'all in a few minutes. Alright, hold on.